Do you ever feel like manifestation is just another thing on your to-do list that you don't have time for? Like your spiritual practice is something that you have to do? Honestly, you're not alone because I felt that way too. Something that's really changed my relationship with manifestation is blending it into my lifestyle so that no matter what I'm doing, I'm also manifesting. I call this manifestation as a lifestyle, and it's single handedly made the entire manifestation journey more enjoyable for me. And I've seen my desires show up with a lot more ease. Manifesting as a lifestyle has made manifestation go from feeling like a task to something I just naturally do because it's who I am. If you'd like to learn more about this, I've created a step by step guide for you. I'll link it in my show notes so you can check it out. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Affirmation Addict podcast. Today, we're talking all things abundance because it's something that we talk about a lot. However, it can feel like it's a word that we don't really know the meaning for. So, I want to break down abundance into what it looks like, what it feels like, and what it actually means. And the reason I want to do this is because I'm choosing the theme of April, I know it's March right now, to be abundance. So I hope you enjoy this episode and thank you for being here. You're listening to the Affirmation Addict podcast with Payal Agarwal. This podcast will teach you about the power of affirmations while making manifestation easy and accessible for you in order to enhance your spiritual consciousness. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited to dive into today's episode. Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's episode. So, diving into abundance, the reason I wanted to choose abundance for the month of April to kind of be our topic/theme of the month is because I feel like spring is such a good time to be reminded of all of the abundance that there is. I think spring is so symbolic of abundance because all the flowers are in bloom, it starts to get nicer weather everywhere. And that's why I was very inspired by the word abundance. And also because I think abundance is such a beautiful concept that is so misunderstood. So let me get right to it. One thing I think is a really big misconception is that abundance only means money. And that's not necessarily true. I think abundance is more of an idea. I think abundance is more of a concept that when you apply it to manifestation, it's reminding you and reminding yourself that abundance means that there's more than enough. It's that exciting, like, wow, anything is possible. That's kind of the energy that comes to me when I think of the word abundance, because it's like there is no limit. Like it's an infinite amount of whatever it is, whether that is money, whether that's love, opportunity, joy, happiness, everything. And so I think that's a really cool part with abundance is that it can be applied to anything that you're trying to work towards, you're trying to heal, you're trying to manifest, you're trying to call in more of. There is more than enough of it. And I think that's truly what abundance really means. It's not only a money term, it's not only having a lot of money in your pocket. Abundance is actually the energy of there's more than enough. And this goes into, I've been talking about universal laws a lot. This goes into another universal law that is the law of infinite possibilities. Because in the law of infinite possibilities, it's basically saying that there is literally an infinite amount of everything. So when people think of things like money or relationships, we're kind of trained to think that there's only a certain amount. There's a finite amount of something. We think that there's like this pie in the sky. And if somebody I know manifests $100,000, that means that's $100,000 less that I can manifest. But that's not the case. When someone in your life manifests $100,000, it's just more evidence that you're on that same wavelength and you can do it too. So that's kind of the idea of abundance that you can really tap into is remembering and reminding yourself that abundance doesn't mean just a certain amount of money for myself. It literally means that there is more than enough of every single thing I want for more than enough people, for more than enough of me, for more than enough of everybody else. There is literally an infinite amount. And I think the idea of this infiniteness and the fact that there's more than enough, the reason it's so powerful is because it takes that stress away. It takes that pressure of doing it ASAP because there's no such thing as it running out. It takes away the pressure of when's it coming to me, because you're going to start to not feel as overwhelmed when somebody else receives something that you're trying to manifest. When we're in the state of manifesting, you're starting your journey, a lot of the times you'll start to see other people manifest something that you want. And this can be really triggering, especially if you're working at it really hard, especially if you're trying your best and you've been trying for a long time, that you've been trying to manifest something, somebody else manifested it so easily. Why has it been so hard for you? What I like to remind people is that when that happens, that is just proof that it can manifest for you. That's not proof that, oh, they're taking away from your portion. This is just proof that you're on that same wavelength and it's really soon going to come into your life. So that's my favorite reminder. And it really ties into this concept of there's literally more than enough. Another thing that abundance really feels like for me is that excitement and that hope that literally I can do anything, that anything is possible kind of feeling, that hope and that confidence and that excitement to go do things because you know you're worthy of it. I feel like it's a feeling and a state of mind that is so dependent on your self-worth, reminding yourself that you are worthy of manifesting what you want, no matter what the quantity, no matter what the terms, you're worthy of that manifestation. There's no manifestation that is too good for you. And I think realizing that abundance is an external game, but it's also an internal game. From the inside, abundance feels like I am an abundant energy. I'm limitless. And it's really having a sense of confidence in yourself that you can really set out to achieve anything that you're really trying to. You can manifest whatever you're trying to, and that you're worthy of it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to think so much about what other people are going to think of you. You don't have to worry about judgment. Those things will come up. But when you're really in a state of abundance, it is really a version of you who is so tuned into herself or himself that you are so aligned with what you want that you're not looking for a reason. You're not looking for external validation. You're not looking for anybody else to show you the ropes because you know it's what's meant for you is yours. You know what's meant for you will always come into your hands. And it's just a matter of alignment as to when and where that shows up. That just even saying that, me explaining that got me fired up on the inside. That like really perked my energy up because it's such a powerful and strong and courageous place of inner light to come from. And I think abundance is not only that external aspect of there's more than enough of everything. It's that internal reminder that you are literally a limitless being. There's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't achieve. There's nothing that you can't manifest. You are limitless in your own being, just as you are, just because you exist. And one of my favorite affirmations to embody abundance really from the inside out is my natural state of being is abundant. And I think this is such a epitome of what abundance should really feel like. And you guys know I love doing things from the inside out because I really believe everything starts from within, and everything can be created from within. So my favorite affirmation for abundance is my natural state of being is abundant, because that's just such a powerful reminder that, oh my goodness, yes, I am abundant and I am naturally abundant. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to cross a certain level of success. Like my natural state of being is abundance, and that's that, so I think that is a great way to start on your journey to abundance and really embodying it. And the last thing I really wanted to share with you is just different scenarios in which abundance really plays a part, different thought processes, different affirmations that you can say for common beliefs that we all have. Well, actually common limiting beliefs that some of us have. I wanted to share some abundance focused affirmations for typical thought processes that we may have in life, because I think it'll be a really good help and a good shift for you to notice that if you notice you're thinking this, you can say, nope, I need to say this affirmation, or I need to think this thought instead, because I need to reframe my energy to be abundant. I need to reframe my thought process to be abundant, because you're worthy of that. And it's really starts with the power of affirmations. It starts with your belief systems. And so when it comes to abundance, a big thing, I'm going to go right into money because I think that's the biggest thing we notice lack around, and that is that there's not enough money or it's really hard to make money. So, my opposite kind of thought process and affirmation I want to share with you is that there is more than enough money in this world, and money can flow to me easily. I really feel that if you say to yourself and write it down and read, money flows to me easily, you will start to release a lot of tension around it. Obviously, there's deeper work that can be done, but just understanding that that's a possibility and being open minded enough to challenge your current belief systems is a really powerful transformational thing you can do and take it into your own hands. Another one with abundance is that this is too good to be true. I think a lot of us, there's this concept of this is too good to be true. I'm not worthy of this, that kind of mindset, that kind of statement. So, my opposite affirmation and thought process for that is there is more than enough good in this world, and I am worthy of all the good things coming my way. This will really help you start to feel a little bit less pressured that you're taking away from someone's good. We oftentimes feel triggered when really good things happen to us because we're not sure if we're worthy of it. And so I want you to remind yourself that you are worthy of these good things coming your way. A third one I'd like to share with you is really in the sense of from this aspect of career and where you are in life. A lot of people think, well, my dream job doesn't exist, or I can't actually thrive off of my dream job, or it's so hard to really find that dream job and really live out my purpose that it's difficult, it's hard. And so my affirmation for you will be my purpose comes within me and exudes out of me with ease. This is something that reminding yourself that you don't have to work hard to figure out what your purpose is. Your purpose is your true nature. We just oftentimes really hide and dig our true nature under a lot of dirt and we push it away, frankly. And so this is to remind you that you can express your true nature by just being yourself. And I think that's a great way to understand where your purpose comes from. Now, from the dream job aspect, a very tangible one is that there are more than enough opportunities out there for me. Reminding yourself that there's so many job opportunities, there's so many career options. You have space to start your own business if that's your thing. There's more than enough opportunity and space out there for me. So give yourself permission to take up that space. I think that's something we kind of struggle with when it comes to abundance. So those are just a couple of scenarios where I really think the idea of abundance versus lack shows up. And there's so many more ways that you can diversify and understand where can I call in more abundance and where can I take away some more lack. So I invite you to think of one limiting belief that you have that is focused in lack. One limiting belief, whether it's in yourself, whether it's in a relationship with something you're trying to manifest because it's not here yet, whether it's with uncertainty, one limiting belief that's rooted in lack. Think of that. And I invite you to just try creating an abundance oriented affirmation or thought process for you to start to embody. Because if you can give yourself the courage to identify it and create your own, you will automatically, one, feel more confident and more connected to that. Because it's really easy to say, hey, Pyle, can you help me create an affirmation? And I will happily do so. I just get so many messages I can't. So I challenge you to take what you've learned from this episode, use those examples, and do it for yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to just play. There's no way to mess this up. There's no way that you can harm your life situation. Just give yourself the opportunity to play around, let your intuition speak. Even if you have no idea what you're doing, just try. What is something that you constantly think to yourself that you probably know is not the best, most encouraging, most abundant thought? And how can you shift it to be more abundant? How can you shift it to be more in line with what you are trying to accomplish in life? And that is my action item, my challenge for you today. And I would love if you share it with me, send it to me on Instagram DMs or on YouTube, wherever you're listening. I would really, really love to hear what you come up with. And I hope as we go through this month of April that you're able to embody this idea of bloom, of abundance, of growth, and not just the fact that abundance means money in your wallet or wealth, but really what the energy of abundance is. That holy crap, there's so much out there. I'm so excited. There's more than enough. I can't wait. That just excitement energy that comes with the word abundance. Abundance can feel a little redundant. That's like a rhyme, but abundance is a word that comes up so much it almost loses its meaning. It loses its charm. So create your own definition of abundance. Make it really exciting for you and really in your own words. Make sure you're so crystal clear as to what abundance means for you that you have no doubts as to how to embody it and what thoughts really align with the vibration of something being abundant. So I wish you all of the abundance as we go through April and moving forward through the rest of the year. And let me know your thought processes. Let me know which affirmations you come up with for yourself. And if you do want more abundance oriented affirmations, if you want abundance meditations and visualizations, head into my app, Affirm It. I have tons of stuff in there that will help you just play around with this theme of abundance. So get in the app, play with it, and I cannot wait to hear about how your relationship with abundance transforms. Thank you so, so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. So, how did you like today's episode? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recording it. And before you leave, I wanted to just say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for spending some time with me. If this episode or any of my content has ever inspired you, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could leave a review in the iTunes podcast app and just share this with someone you care about. The more you guys leave reviews and share this with people, the more I am able to create more content for you, and that's what fuels me and keeps me going. I am so genuinely grateful for the time we shared today, and until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and lots of healing energy. Bye.